Radio Rahim with Chisora one more time in Riyadh. This seems to be like the place where we're having the most fun with the most heavyweights. I can't remember a time when there was this many heavyweights on the card that had this much significance as to what would happen in the careers of the guys sitting around the table, if you will, like the key artists, everybody sitting around the table. I think I remember a night of heavyweights promoted by Don King in New York, like maybe 20 years ago. That's the last time I can remember heavyweights like this. What about you?
This one's the first time for me.
Yeah.
You know, 20 years ago, I don't even know what I was doing, but this one, I mean, like, it's not 20 years ago, I don't think. I think it was more like 30 years ago.
Yeah, the night of heavyweights.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to have another one, and it's interesting because there's no titles on the line, but everybody who's fighting on this card has a prospect for the future, like right ahead of them, that if they win, it really changes their lot. Like these are all anticipated fights. What kind of pressure do you think that brings to a fighter, knowing that if he wins this one, which he should win, the next one is the one that he really wants?
Do you know what? Yeah. On certain things, it's like this, yeah. Saudi Arabia is the kingdom, I should say, or the Ministry of Entertainment, whatever. Yeah, they want to put a statement out there. You know, in football, you know, in Middle East, in everything they do, it's about a statement. And what other sport brings everybody together than boxing? You understand? So you pick the best heavyweights from America, London, you know, European, and put them on one card, and as I can say, it's gonna be delicious.
It's gonna be a night where everyone is trying to outshine everyone else. I think everybody.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. There's those who shine already, and those who don't shine. That is the honest truth. You understand? Everybody else knows exactly where they are in packing order. Yeah.
But don't you think the guys who you say don't shine think if only they had the opportunity, they would? Like everybody thinks they should be at the headline on every card. They're like, I should be the main event.
Listen, AJ sells out arenas. Yeah. Deontay sells out arenas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joseph Parker, not really. Yeah. The other guy who's boxing AJ, Wallet, not really. Yeah. Baby Miller, not really. Daniel Dubois, not really. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know.
Those who shine will shine, and those who don't shine will not shine. It's not like, bro, let's just be honest about it, yeah? Yes, a big platform. Yeah, there's a platform there. You box, you're gonna be on the biggest card in the world, box on it. But end of the day, you're not gonna shine.
Do you think that anyone who, as your definition goes, hasn't been shining in the sense of selling out arenas is gonna make a statement on Saturday night? Like somebody, who's the dark horse that's gonna be like, wow.
Like who? Tell me.
That's what I'm asking you.
Like who?
Dubois!
I don't see no dark horses on this card, man. I just see the guys who meant to win are gonna win the fights.
Yeah.
That is it. Listen, that is it.
Okay, all right.
I know. The guys who meant to win the fights gonna win the fights. Yeah.
No upsets.
You know, me and you were discussing in the car. We say the AJ. I said AJ is gonna knock the guy out having 4 rounds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. If he takes it past 4 rounds, it's gonna be a long night for him. Yeah. Deontay Wilder, we said might be losing the fight, but he's gonna end up knocking the guy out. You know, the one we had a bit tricky with was Daniel Dubois and Baby Miller.
Yeah.
You know, and I said, I'll go with Daniel, you know, but I need Daniel to come out and fight.
What do you make of this Baby Miller return? Like, you know, obviously he got PED trouble, he got suspended. He's still talking a huge game. Do you think he can back it up now?
Listen, he's been out of the game for a while, yeah? And now this is time for him to shine. There you are, shine.
Does he shine?
We don't know. We don't know. But you know what? He's fighting a guy who's boxed so many times and who don't want to shine, who's scared to shine. So between them two, we'll see who wants it more.
You think Dubois is scared to shine?
Yeah, they're giving him platform for him to shine, but he don't want to shine. I'm being honest with you. He don't want to come out and say, yo, I'm Daniel Dubois, I'm about this, but he don't want to. He's not that guy.
What's the hurdle to that? Why not? I mean, you know, like you say, he's got his shot. Usyk, it wasn't really a close fight, but it was a controversial end. What's the hurdle that Dubois needs to get over?
A low blow is a low blow, yeah? So let's get that shit out of the way, bro. The low blow is a low blow. That is it, yeah? Yeah, if it was a proper body shot on the right on the barn, yeah. But it's a fucking low blow, it's a low blow. Yeah, well, let's not cry over spilled milk. It was a fucking low blow, that's it. Yeah. You know he has to fight Baby Miller. Yeah, it's gonna be a heavy night for him. For both fighters.
All right, so then let's extrapolate out the victories on all the so-called A sides, right? So obviously, top of the card, we got Joshua Wilder. Now here's the news of the week. Joshua saying he'd rather fight for a championship than fight just a named fighter being Wilder. Okay, he isn't named Wilder specifically, but I'm saying the issue is that he could potentially fight Hrgovic. If they both win, then there's going to be a vacant title that they could fight for. It'll be
that's the whole point. You see, the whole point is I think everybody's mistaken. Yeah, I say this in like a couple interviews. The fight with Deontay Wilder is not going nowhere. Yeah. AJ wants to become a 3-time world champion. Yeah, that's his goal. Do you understand? That's his goal. So why risk it to be a 3-world champion to just fight a guy because everybody's saying you should fight him?
Legacy.
Legacy is made from 3 world.
Not in this era. Not in this era. Let's think like this. Who in all of these people that are coming on Saturday night, all the people at this hotel, any of the fighters on the card, are like, man, I can't wait to see if Joshua becomes a 3-time world champion. I can't wait to see if Joshua and Hrgovic actually happen. No one's even asking that question about that fight because everybody wants to see Wilder, Joshua. That's the test, right? A victory over Wilder would mean so much more to Joshua and his career than another title winning a vacant title against Hrgovic.
But when they write their books and they're gonna write about AJ beat Deontay Wilder, I'm like, AJ was a 3-time world champion.
This is what he says. That's the same thing he said.
We're talking about history. What are we talking about here? We are talking about once when we're 6 feet under and you're done. What are they gonna write about you? What are they gonna write? How are they gonna remember you? Let's all be honest here. How are they gonna remember you? Do you understand?
They will remember that he didn't fight the one fight that everybody wanted him to fight. No. They're going to remember that we never got the fight.
Put it this way. If Deontay Wilder's got a title with him, AJ will fight him. It's all about money.
When they both had all the titles and were undefeated, they couldn't figure it out.
No, it was because of the white boys.
Which white boys?
Eddie and the other promoters. That's why.
Shelly,
yeah. Yeah.
What about Al Heyman? He's had no responsibility in this?
It's because of those guys. That's why those guys didn't fight.
So look, Dereck. So if Joshua passes and says, all right, I want to become 3-time world champion, when they did have all the belts, they couldn't get it done for whatever reason, but I believe if both fighters said, I'm not fighting anybody but the other guy, kind of like what happened with Crawford and Spence, then the promoters have to get in line. If they refuse to fight anybody else, how does this fight ever happen? Like if it goes like with the Saudi money, the stage, the date's already set. If this fight goes away this time, then at best maybe we're looking at like a Pacquiao-Mayweather thing when they're both like well past it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Come on, if Pacquiao never fought Mayweather, no one would care.
If you want to see this fight happening, Deontay Wilder, and AJ,
yeah.
As long if Queensbury is involved, you won't see the fight.
What?
That's it. Because there you don't like Frank Warren. Yeah, that is it. So I was just saying it's an excellent. If Queensbury involved, you won't see the Deontay Wilder fight. That's it.
So you're gonna blame another white boy?
Yeah. If Prince Rhea involved, you don't see Deontay and AJ. That is it.
Okay, will you help me now? Because I think I convinced you. I could see in your eyes that you were like, you know what, radio's right.
No, listen.
You gotta help me with AJ.
No, listen.
It's down to us now.
We want to become a 3 world champion. That's what my brother wants, and we're gonna help him to get it. We don't want to tell him, oh, get it. We don't want to say, oh, fight him. No. We're gonna say,
yes.
He's fighting the guy who's eliminated for that right now. He wins that fight.
And then fights what? Wilder. So now there's a title on the line that he's won from Hrgovic. And
or maybe Wilder should fight Hrgovic.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure, to be fair. I don't think he's the next man up in the whatever the rankings are.
Hrgovic
right?
is a limit. He's a mandatory for the IBF or the WBO.
Right, and then as far as I've been told, isn't Joshua the guy that he would fight in that vacant space?
Yeah.
Dereck, we got a date. We have a location, the money. Like, it's all like, do that fight, and then like whoever wins that, we probably end up seeing that fight 3 times. If they get it off once, we're gonna see we're gonna see a rematch, and then probably maybe even like a 3rd time.
All I'm saying is this:
is there a more exciting fight in heavyweight boxing than Wilder Joshua? Is there a more exciting fight?
Yeah. Tyson Fury and Usyk.
It's more exciting? Okay, because it's undisputed, let's call it a draw. But if I'm honest, for much longer and with more enthusiasm, people have been trying to get this Joshua Wilder fight in the ring. I think it would bring the kind of global attention that no other fight is gonna get. Right? Like,
I told you
it's
already.
The one.
I say to the public, listen.
What?
You want to see the fight? You know what to do.
What's that?
You know what to do.
What?
I said it already. I want to say it again.
What do you have to do?
Huh? You know what to do. You know what to do.
What? All right. What does Wilder do if Joshua decides to go the vacant title route, become 3-time world champion, or make an attempt to become 3-time world champion? Where does that leave Wilder?
Wilder needs to get the IBF. Fight for the IBF wins it.
We're talking about the same belts.
IBF or WBO. Because one of those belts has to go somewhere.
Dereck. Is this what you want to see? I mean, to be fair, I get this is what Joshua said the same thing. His right to do whatever he wants to do, obviously. But is this what you want to see?
Yeah, but you're missing the point. You're not getting the point. It's about legacy. Legacy is not about him fighting Deontay Wilder for nothing, for money. No, it's about fighting for the title. Okay, let's do it this way.
Yeah.
We want to see AJ and
Deontay Wilder, yes.
Okay. We speak to take out Shirk, yeah?
Yeah. Turkey,
yeah. And then we say, we pay Hrgovic step aside money. Yeah. And then Deontay and AJ fight for the WBO.
I knew you would figure it out.
Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah.
This is what we have to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Step aside money to Hrgovic. Yeah.
There we go.
And then now they're fighting for the vacant title.
Yes.
AJ and then they have a 2-fight deal.
This is why I have to talk to you, man. Because you sorted it. That's doable. I think that can be done.
Well, we have to phone
we got for Turkey.
Phone the white boys first. No, I'm joking.
All right.
Now that is it. If you want to see that fight straight away, Hrgovic will pay step aside money to Hrgovic, yeah, and get AJ and Deontay to fight for the vacant IBF.
This is a solid plan. All right. We're gonna move on that. I'm gonna take you a little bit further down the card now that we've solved the biggest problem of the day. Another fight I think that is highly anticipated. Granted, inside more of the boxing community than casuals, is going to be Bivol and Beterbiev, right?
Is that happening on the same card?
Well, this is what I hope is the case. You know, Beterbiev is fighting on the 13th of January. These are very close dates. If he's successful, if Bivol can win on Saturday, why wouldn't this happen in Saudi on the 9th? Bivol is fighting Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah, he'll win now. Fighting in 4 rounds.
4 rounds?
Yeah.
You know, Lyndon's another guy who hasn't really had that moment where he shines. Like, you know,
that's what I was trying to say to you. There's those who shine and those who don't shine. Simple as.
So if you got Bivol in 4 rounds, what do you think of Beterbiev and Callum Smith?
Callum Smith knocks him out.
What?
Yeah.
Callum Smith knocks out Beterbiev.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
How? How do you see this happening? I'm not saying it can't happen.
Anthony
I'm just
Riyadh
surprised.
nearly stopped him, didn't he? You remember the fight in Wembley with Anthony Riyadh? I was there.
Okay. Ah.
Zhang is waiting for his opportunity to fight for the world title. He's not fighting until next year, until everything else is done.
But my question is, do you think he's the guy that might really just upset the top of the division?
Yeah. Chinese power. Yeah, and I'm a fucking hate boy. I'm a fucking crack Joe Joyce, but he didn't know where the fuck it was. He cracked that motherfucker, he know where he was. God damn.
If we can't get Turkey to put this money in
For money for who?
for Hrgovic to step aside so we can get this AJ Wilder fight,
He
will.
will.
And if we're seeing
He will. No, he will. He has to now.
Zhang Wilder.
Yeah, huh?
Zhang Wilder.
I think Deontay will win it by a knockout, early rounds.
Early rounds.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Last one. We saw Tyson Fury not look his best against Ngannou. Do you think that gives Usyk a better shot than he had before come February 17th?
Listen, I'm friends with Usyk. You know, we go to the Russian sauna together. And one thing I said to Usyk was, if you want to beat Tyson, you have to be so fit. Make Tyson work when he don't want to work. Yeah, that's it. You know, what we saw a couple of months ago with Ngannou and stuff like that, well, it was a bad day in the office. So we can't start judging a man with a bad day in the office. He had a bad day in the office. You know, he had a bad day in the office. One of those days he just had a bad day in the office. That is it. You're allowed to have bad days in the office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about Ngannou? Was it not?
No, Ngannou boxed very well. Represent himself amazing. You know, so we can't take anything from Ngannou, you know. Did Ngannou chuck enough punches to win the fight? I don't know. He did not. You know, he didn't jab enough to Tyson. He only had a knockdown and a couple of flurries off. And that was great. But he didn't win the fight to be like, oh yeah, he won the fight. No, he didn't win the fight.
Did he do enough or show you enough for you to think that he can be a contender in the heavyweight division?
He is a contender now. He's a number 10
Number
in
10
WBC. Yeah, but WBC, you pay them any money, they'll put you anywhere you want to be at.
That performance, if you were the one making the rankings, do you put him in the top 10?
I'll put him in the top 10 after another fight.
Fair enough.
Because there's guys who've been boxing for all their lives and not even in the top 10.
That's fair enough. All right, last question. You and AJ being so close, before he walks out on Saturday night, what's the last thing you tell him?
Nothing.
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 No parting bit of wisdom from War Chisora?
Nothing.
Were you making people questioning his mental stability, saying that he's mentally weak, he's, criticizing him for the dark room and the changing of the trainers and all this?
Fuck them.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Radio Rahim with War Dereck Chisora, solving all of boxing's problems in just one conversation. Thank you, sir, as always.